Hi guys! So today I thought it would be fun if I was to share some eye makeup looks inspired by the Disney princesses. Now if you don't like Disney princesses, I mean what's wrong with you, then you can use these looks just for everyday makeup and no one needs to know that it was inspired by Disney. Now it's important to say that I'm not going to be doing foundation and everything like that because I'm obviously going to be wiping off one set of makeup and putting on another, so it doesn't make sense to keep having to do my foundation. It's not particularly good for your skin to keep doing that either. So I'm just going to be doing the eyes each time and we will go from there. So let's get to the first look. I'm going to start off with the Urban Decay Eye Primer. I like to do this because it creates a smooth, even base, and it does, if you're wanting it to, let your makeup stick on all day. I want it for the pop of colour so that you can pick it up on the camera. So I like to just dab it on and then smooth it around with my fingers, only because I prefer the way that goes and it's quicker. And you also don't poke yourself in the eye if you're that sort of person. Right, so that's all done. So the first one I'm going to do is Cinderella. So obviously her colour scheme is sort of a baby light pink and then a touch of gold. So I'm going to start off, these are all my brushes that I've got clean. I'm going to be cleaning them in between. As you've seen before, I do like to use the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush as my overall to do the base. I know it's meant to be a crease brush, but that's just what I prefer and how I prefer to do it. So I'm going to go all over, do an all over base in a really light blue colour. I'll show you the palette that I'm using. I'm going to go in with the base shadow brush by Real Techniques. There you go, you can see it. So it's just the one with the sort of coned. Okay, so I'm going to go with a slightly darker blue for this. I'm going to take a small brush, I'm going to put a gold. I'm going to use the Unique palette, and this is palette number 5, and the colour is called Vindictive. I'm just going to pop that along the bottom. Now it's important to know I have really shaky hands, so it's okay if you're a little bit messy and then you go in and you clean it up after. Now I'm going to finish it off with the Maybelline New York Falsies in the Black Drama colour. And there you go. There is my Cinderella look. So there we go, Cinderella. Okay, ready for look 2. So for this one look we are going to do Tiana. So she is obviously greens, or different shades of greens I would say, are her colour theme. So back to the Deluxe Crease Brush here, and I'm going to put a very sort of light green shade along the top. again, this one. I'm going to go for, this colour is called Empowered. It's one of the pigments from Unique. So there we go. Just going to finish it off again, like I said, with my trusty mascara. And there you go. There's my Tiana version. I think you can pick up the colours much better than actually on the photos on my phone. So that's Tiana. So now we're going to do Sleeping Beauty. So I'm going to start off with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. Then for this look I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Naked Cherry. It's stunning, really is. And the brush I'm going to be using is the one that comes in it. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it to focus. So you get a fluffy end and you get a firm end. So I'm going to start off with the lightest colour, which is called Hot Spot. And I'm going to put that along the top by my Then I'm going to use the shimmery colour called Bang Bang. Sorry, you couldn't see that just now, could you? So I put the Hot Spot colour, which is like the bright colour, all the way around. So I've got to do that on this eye actually. And that brightens up the whole of the eye. I'm doing these as quite sort of easy, quick looks. So if you're a busy mum or you don't have a lot of time before work, all of these would work for you. And if you're like me, I probably use the same colours over and over again. So by doing different princess themes, you're using all different colours. The same thing would go for if you wanted to use different sort of superhero themes or fashion model themes or seasons. It would just encourage you to use different colours. So then I'm going in with, let's see if you can see, this colour here called Bang Bang. And then I'm going to be using that colour next, which is called Feels. Very little by little. So if you think, gosh, she's going over that a lot of times, that's because I'm not using a lot deliberately. So the idea is to get a hint. So you've got the lighter colour, then especially because we're going all the way around the eye, so we've got a lighter colour, then we've got the colour Bang Bang in between. Now we're going to go into Feels. Going to be a bit more delicate with this because it's quite dark. So I've got quite hooded lids, so that's why I tend to come right up here, so it counteracts the fact that my my eyelids sort of go down, so then it looks more straight and my eyes look more open. I will do a video if you like on different eye shapes if you're not sure on what you are, if you want. If not, I won't. Just let me know in the comments below. Excellent. So now I'm going to switch to using the fine one, because the colours I'm going to use are going to be a bit darker. So I want them to sort of pop more on my eyelid. So I'm going to go in with a colour called Bing. So Bing is this one here. Going right the way along my lash line. So right the way along the lash line. I'm doing that on both sides. This, I'm going to carry that up onto my lid. But I'm doing it sort of, I did it quite strong on my lash line. I'm sort of less strong and blending it up across the rest of my lid. And then I'm going to use this one, but I'm going to put a shimmer colour called Young Love. Can you see that? Yeah, Young Love, from the inside of the eye. So from the inner corner. I'm going to put Ambitious, which is this colour there, on the outside. Usually you would be putting the shimmery colour on the inside going outside, but I thought for this look it'll be quite fun to do it the other way. Now with the tiny brush, which is from Real Techniques, I'm going to go underneath. And there we go, there's our finished Briar Rose. And there we go, there's Sleeping Beauty all done. Next I'm going to do Pocahontas. So for this one I'm using the Urban Decay Ultimate Basics. The reason is because they are all matte, and I see Pocahontas as being quite a matte, earthy person, obviously because she's so connected to the earth. So I'm going to do a matte brownie look, and then I'm going to put some red and some green underneath. So I'm going to start off with a colour called Blow, which is this shade here, with the fluffy end of the brush that comes with it. Urban Decay always do really, really good brushes with their palettes. Then a colour called Commando, and that's just under the brow, just to neutralise this out. So we've got a highlight right at the top by our brow bone up there, and then we're earthing this bit out. Now I'm going to go in with Instinct, which is like a much more of a purplier toned one. I'm keeping my brush this shape so it's slightly forward, because how you hold the brush and to what angle will affect where your brush goes on your crease. So this is sort of on the outside of the crease. Brilliant. Then I'm going to start using the smaller end. I'm going to wet it even though it's clean, just because I love the colours a bit more. go into a colour called Lockout, and if that's not dark enough, then I'll use Lethal. Now I want sort of a reddy brown colour, so I'm going to use my this brush here. It's just a set. It's a set I got for Christmas. It's an unnamed one, and I'm going to go in for a sort of dark metallic colour. Nod to her sort of earthly green connection, I suppose you'd call it. And again, mascara. And there you go, that's my Pocahontas. I hope you can actually see. If I get a little bit closer. And there you go, there's Pocahontas. Now, obviously, I'm not going to do this without doing my favourite Disney princess, which is, of course, Belle. So, again, with the primer. Okay, now for this look, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette. Look at those colours, perfect. Now again, I'm going to use the brush that comes in it, but I want it to be wet. I feel like when they're wet you get a much brighter colour, you see. So I'm going to start off with their bright colour as always. Sometimes if you feel like it, you can also go into the centre of the eye to brighten that up. Now I'm going to go in with Sweet. And I'm going to use Amber. But I'm going to just dab it. Then I'm going to go in with the colour called Golden. Can you see that? And then afterwards the light one. So golden, and that's going to go all over my lid. Do you see how the primer potion clings to the eyeshadow? It really does cling to it. Again, I'm going to make sure it's really popping because that's what I want. Okay, wet it again. Then I'm going to take honey, which was the really bright one I just showed you. I'm just going to dab that on the inside. Just the tiniest inner corner. It's the first half here. It's the first triangle. So before your eye really sort of opens up. Just the inner corner in there. Okay, again, mascara. And there you go. There is Belle. Hope you can see. I'm going to come close again for you. And there we go. There's Belle. So the next princess I'm going to do is Princess Elsa. So I've already got my primer on, ready to go. Now I'm going to take, I'm going to use this one. This is called Dainty and it's from Unique. It's always better to sort of overdo what you planned to do, and then you can blend afterwards rather than not putting enough and thinking, oh, I should have put more. Yeah, with the same brush I'm going to use Brilliant, which is again from Unique. I've got a big load of shimmer here. Then I'm going to take another, this is called Whimsical and it's from Unique. I'm going to take another brush, again I'm going to wet it. Okay, and again finish off the trusty mascara. Okay, and there we go. There's Princess Elsa. So, I really hope you liked this video. It was really fun to make. It's just stuck inside and trying to be creative, and I really want to start to do a bit of fun and grow the community a little bit. So please try some of these looks or try your own creations for the Disney princesses. Let me know. I'm going to post some pictures on Instagram. I'm also on Twitter. I'm going to put the things on the screen for you so that you've got all of those on there. Please like and subscribe, and yeah, have a fabulous weekend. Thanks guys, bye.